guys, I'm Sarah and today I decided to record a Q&A about living abroad and my life in US. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get started. So I'm 27. I was born and raised in Brazil, in a city called Goiânia, which is in the Midwest of Brazil. I first moved to US back in 2013. I was part of an exchange student program and I lived here from August 2013 to the end of December 2014. I moved to Eau Claire first, where I took English class, part of our ESL program, and then I moved to La Crosse, where I took nutrition course. The end of 2013, I flew back home. I finished my undergrad degree in human nutrition, which took me about 2 more years, and I started to work back home. And in 2017, I moved back to US because I got married to an American citizen that I met back in my exchange student time. So one of the questions is if I live alone or if I live with family. I currently live with my husband and our 2 cats, Nessie and Scout. I'm living in Minnesota, which is part of Midwest in US too. I think that's quite fun. I'm from the Midwest of Brazil and I live in the Midwest of United States. The 2 countries are so different, but they have a lot of similarities too. I would say the music style that's most popular here, I think it's country. I feel like it's country, at least in this region where I'm living right now, which is really similar to sertanejo, which is a really popular music style back home. And we also have a lot of farms back home. We are big cheese producer. I just think there are many difference, but also many similarities, and I think that's cool. Have you ever lived in another country? No, not besides Brazil and US. I lived in Brazil, in my hometown, for most of my life until an undergrad student. When I moved to US, moved back home, came back to US, that's it. Another question is, why did you decide to move abroad? I decided to move abroad because of my exchange student program. So I knew that that was a really good thing for me, for my professional life, for my personal life. Would be a really rich experience. It allowed me to learn English, to meet new people, to become a stronger person. I was really shy back then, and now I'm still shy, but I'm better communicating with other people. And it overall would be a good experience, really rich experience. And I knew that that experience would be really good on my resume, because that would show that I learned English, and I did. I learned English during my exchange student program. I also knew that I would take a nutrition class here in a different university, maybe study topics that I didn't study back home, and I knew that that was really good. I made connections with different people, and when you move from one place that you know everybody, you know exactly how it goes, and you are dropping this other place that you don't know anyone, that you don't know how the culture is, how everything goes, and you need to do everything by yourself, that would make me grow as a human being. So if you want to learn more about the college experience in US and more about exchange student programs, subscribe to my channel. I will certainly make more videos about this topic. Also hit the like button so I will know you will like this video. The other question is, was it hard to get a residence permit or visas? I wouldn't say it was hard for me to get my visas. I got a student visa first, and I had everything, like all the proof that I was being sponsored for the government to study abroad. I have the letters from the university saying that I got accepted here and that everything was well. So I had all the documents on hand, and that for sure helped. My second visa wasn't that hard to get, I think because I had the experience here living abroad before as an exchange student. I did everything right. I don't think it was that hard, and I came here just to visit, so it was fine. About my resident permit, that was hard to get. It took longer, and we had so much paperwork to do. We were working so much paperwork, and we need to collect proof that we were in a true relationship. And it's a lot of documents, and you need to collect the months that we're together. And the entire process took over a year, which is a long time, plus I couldn't work. If you are interested more in this process, go to the comment section below, leave your comment there which topic you want me to talk about. If you have any questions, I can for sure record a video later on that. So now the next question is, what was the worst experience you ever had there? So I don't know if that's, isn't it something that really happened here that was really, really bad? I think for me the worst part is being away from my family and for so long. But so hard in the US to get like days off, to get a long vacation. So in my first job I had here, I didn't have benefits, so I didn't have like day off, PTO, all that stuff. In Brazil it's different. Like back home people usually have 30 days vacation, and here you guys don't have, or most people don't have yet. In my job right now, I need to build my PTO to be able to visit home. So I'm in this process now, building PTO, and hopefully I will go back home soon so I can visit my family. While I'm here, we try to communicate often. We use WhatsApp a lot. The next question is, tell us about a tourist attraction, sightseeing place you like, and talk a little bit about it. I really like my trip to Chicago. I know some people that think the city is kind of overwhelming, that's too big. But when I went there with a great group of friends, also from Brazil, was in a international student trip from school, and then we bought this city ticket, or you go to the sightseeing, and then I went to museums, went to this really tall building that was all glass in that floor, and we could see the entire city. That was really cool. I really liked the aquarium, and I didn't think that before. I don't know, it was a really great time. The other question is, do you speak the local language? Do you think it's important to learn? Yes, I speak English. I have been speaking English in this video for a while now. I know my English isn't perfect. I'm working on that. But I keep the communication alive. Most people here, they don't know Portuguese, especially in this region where I'm living now, like in the Midwest, more up north of the United States. I think less people know Portuguese than if I would go to Florida or to California. Some people here know Spanish, but it's really important to know English here. And even, I was thinking here, even like when you wanna explain yourself in a way and you don't know the words for that, that's really, really annoying. So I think it's super important to learn English. And right now we have so many resources online. We have YouTube, we have websites, apps, and what's the name? And there are like some apps, some softwares where you can pay for class and you talk with the person in Skype and you can learn that language. I think that's really cool, and we need to use that more often. Like people who are interested in learning language, use internet for your advantage. The other question is, what products from your home country do you miss the most? I would say it's food. I really miss Brazilian food. We are planning this trip to go to this restaurant called Fogo de Chão, which is in Minneapolis. I think they have other locations, but we are going to the one in Minneapolis, and I'm really excited for that. That should be this month. But I really miss Brazilian food. We cook a lot at home, and I try to we make rice, beans, beef or steaks, salads, other food that we have in Brazil that we have back home. I was able to find something in the supermarket we go that tastes like home, but there are some food or like, yeah, there are some items that I can't find here. One of them is pamonha, which is a dish made of corn, and it's so delicious, it's so good. And it was like a family tradition for me to make pamonha with my family, part of my mom's family. And I tried to make pamonha here, but the type of corn is different. I don't think it has enough starch on that. And I tried to add, it just didn't work. I need to go back home to eat a lot of pamonha. The next question is, what are your plans for the future? Do you want to live there forever? I wouldn't say forever. We talk about at some point moving back to Brazil, my husband and I, but I would say I will live here for a few years before doing that. Right now, I want to live where I'm living right now. We just got a house. We are excited about that. We love our house, our neighborhood. So we are planning to stay here for a few years. I just want to I want to keep working hard here. Just grow in my career and validate my diploma here so I can make more money here, and that's all. That's the plan for right now. What's something you use every day where you live that you think your home country should also have? What came in my mind is not something I use every day, but it's how I feel here. I feel really safe, like I don't have a fear to walking by myself in the middle of the day or during the night and be worried about someone robbing me or something like that. I feel comfortable like just being in the street, going to the bus stop or walking around the town. And I remember back 2013 with my friends, we would come back from downtown to the campus and I wasn't afraid at all if something happened with us, and I don't have that feeling back home. I'm from this huge town and it's dangerous and I'm always afraid something happen. I'm not saying that nothing like that can happen in US. In fact, I had my bike stolen here, but I feel much safer when I feel back home, and I wish I could feel the same way when I'm in Brazil. What suggestions or tips would you give to someone who wants to live in this country? I would say if you have the chance to study English before you come here, do that. Do that even if that's home, using internet, free resource, like I said, YouTube, something like that. But have in mind when you come here, your English doesn't need to be perfect, but as much as you can learn before, that will help you for sure. Another thing, don't be afraid to be yourself, to talk with people and engage in your community as much as you can. If you are going to school here, be part of the clubs in your college, be part of the events, get to know more people, and when you can practice your English, you can get to know really nice people and you can have fun. Enjoy your experience as much as you can. If you could describe in one word your experience in this country, what it would be? I think it would be enriching. It was a great experience live here for me, and I grew so much from that girl in 2013 from the person I'm right now. I am much less shy than I used to be. I express myself now. I say what I'm thinking. I'm not afraid of other people. I learned a lot. I have a strong nutrition background, and I was so thankful. I took some class in Brazil, some other class here. I was part of this research project that was really good for me, and I just grew as a person, I believe. That's it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you are interested in more videos about my life in US, about how was my college experience here, or the things like that, please leave in the comment section below.